How many Manipur MLAs does it take to change a light bulb? None, because they will wait for Delhi to issue the order. After months of talking about Manipur, it is time we ask questions to those in power and what they are doing to change the situation. I'm Kalyan Dev and the gloves are coming off in this week's Decoded. Pursuing for months.
A village of Assam.
In the 75th Independence Day.
You have to credit the BJP for one thing. Even when it is not even close to gaining any power, it continues to act like it knows what the people want, what the state needs and what the right thing to do is. Earlier this year, for example, Meghalaya BJP was portraying itself as the agent of change, shamelessly copying Waka Waka to make it sound like 2023 is the year BJP will zoom to power in Meghalaya and usher in Achhe Din. Except, of course, it did not. It had 2 seats in 2018, it had 2 seats in 2023. Has Kalyan Dev finally gone mad after standing in front of the camera for months? Why is this guy talking about Meghalaya even though it seems the episode is about Manipur? Is he confused like others mainlanders too? Patience, you must have, my friend, as Yodakura would say. I mentioned Meghalaya because the party, although in alliance with the NPP, cannot do much in Meghalaya because, well, 2 MLAs. But Manipur 2022 was a completely different ballgame. The party won 32 out of 60, thereby getting a majority on its own, a feat never repeated before in Manipur elections. Then came allies, the NPF with 5, the NPP with 7 and JD with 6, etc. etc. You saw all that on screen, right? The point is, the NDA alliance ended up with 55 of 60 MLAs, with only 5 Congress MLAs in the opposition. Manipur had a lot of issues before the violence began, sure, but the lack of strong, united leadership did not seem like one of them. Except, as I said, when it comes to appearances, no one can beat the BJP. The alliance now seems like a facade given how even the BJP has collapsed like a house of cards in the wake of the violence. Barely a week after the violence began, it was clear that the BJP leaders were more than just divided on ethnic lines. It seems there was no unity to begin with. When the BJP Kuki MLAs signed a letter asking for separate administration, did the rest of the MLAs know about this? Whether the answer is a yes or a no, either way, it only makes the BJP look like a deer caught in headlights. How can party MLAs take such a brazen step against a sitting government? Sure, they may have legitimate reasons, but what if the party had stepped immediately and taken strong action to resolve the intra-party feud? But even as the party's Kuki MLAs were planning a revolt, what was the central leadership doing? Karnataka elections won, and for Amit Shah, well, Gandhinagar Premier League. Ladies and gentlemen, among other things. Paulenlal Haukip has spoken more to journalists, it seems, than Biren Singh. Today, at least for the media, he has appeared as the voice of reason and the voice of cookies. But history, or shall I say Google, does not forget. This is the same leader who in 2022, who watched as BJP Manipur President Sharda Devi said on stage that the BJP has never discriminated between the people of the hill and the valley and that Haukip would be beneficial in guiding his constituency on the path to progress. Make no mistake, Haukip was and is very much a BJP leader. So yes, when it comes to winning elections, all is far, but violence begins and hey, we are not the same. The Kuki leadership has completely bypassed the state leadership and time and again made it clear that they have little to no trust in the Meitei leadership of the BJP. But why only blame the central leadership here? The state unit has also shown absolutely no interest in showing a united face. As we record this, we have marked 90 days of violence, yet the double-engine party has not managed to hold one united meeting of all MLAs and allies to even pretend that we are together in this time of need. Biren Singh might as well call himself a CM who does not care to represent the cookies. Rahul Gandhi has travelled more extensively and far deeper into the state compared to CM Biren. Hell, some Kerala MLAs have gone where Biren Singh dare not. The Kuki leadership, on the other hand, want to act as no Meitei leader can ever be trusted and that separate administration is the only solution. But conveniently forget that until May 2, the same Biren Singh was their leader who could do no wrong. They do not want you to remember that they too won, thanks to the BJP's immense wealth and power that Kuki insurgent groups expressed support to the BJP, which in turn wanted to portray this as a support for good governance. That they too fooled their own people in projecting the strength of double-engine government. And oh, everyone wants to fight for what they think is right, but you dare ask me to make any sacrifice. Raise your hands if you have heard of Vinod Sharma. Well, Vinod Sharma is a leader from Bihar and at least on first impression it seems he has a larger conscience than most Manipur MLAs. Last week, Sharma tendered his resignation alleging that the ongoing violence in Manipur has defamed India on a global stage. Speaking to news agency PTI on Thursday, July 27, Sharma said that he has resigned with a heavy heart. And here is the list of all Manipur MLAs who have tendered their resignation to protest against the government's colossal failure in Manipur. Yep, there is no list. And I'm not even going to mention the fiasco that was Biren Singh's resignation. Now, sure, a Kuki might ask why their leaders should resign and give up the biggest source of constitutionally mandated power they have got because of Biren Singh's failures. Fair enough. But Meiteis can argue the same. The Nagas, despite the horrific violence meted out the same in some instances, will say that since they have no bone to pick here, they have no reason to resign. This means we are back to the same position. Letpao Haokip and Nemcha Kipchen continue to not only be MLAs, rather they are ministers under the CM they do not seem to be talking to. The Meitei MLAs, of course, are not going to resign because, well, they are fighting against illegal immigrants, narco-terrorism, external forces and whatnot. So we have a comical situation where there is a government where no one wants to budge, resign, move and worst of all, talk. But hey, double-engine government. And let us not kid ourselves. MLAs, Kuki or Meitei are not there to act on moral or any other grounds. They spend crores winning elections. Every MLA, in short, is an investment for several parties, and by party here I do not mean necessarily the political parties. Based on a report by the Association of Democratic Reforms, 48 of the 60 MLAs are crorpatis. The Churachandpur MLA from JDU, LM Khaute, has asset over 7 crore. For example, the party-wise average assets of winning candidates, BJP over 2 crore, NPP over 3 crore, NPF over 6 crore, JDU over 2 crore. A state where the average asset of an MLA is over 2 crore, in a state where, let us not forget, with one of the highest rates of unemployment in India. You get the picture, right? And let us not forget, there are still 4 years to go before the next election, which means there is plenty of money to make for all parties and even more to raise for the next election. When we start talking about hundreds of crores of development money coming in, what is the death of a few hundred people? The BJP, safe to say, has absolutely and utterly failed in the state. The party's leaders are as split as India was after the partition. Inner-party communications are now routed via Delhi and MLAs are anything but united in fighting for peace. There is no Manipur BJP now. There is a Meitei BJP and the others. The allies, let us be honest, have nothing much to lose here. For the NPP, which, if you remember, also fought against the BJP in the run-up to the elections, the BJP's failure, if anything, helpful, and come the 2027 elections, whether Manipur remains one state or not depends, they will not doubt highlighting the party's failures. Equality or doing away with privilege was the most important part of the slogan in the days of the French Revolution. In 2023, Manipur too, it seems politicians will go to any lengths to preserve their power and privileges. If that is on top of dead bodies, so be it.
Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to EastMojo. For any queries, put them down in the comments section below and press on the bell icon for notifications.